Welcome to demonstration 2.2, where we're going to look at how to set table relations in Dynamics Navision 2013. We're going to first of all create a new table called the sales transaction, and this table is going to record the salesperson responsible for the transaction. The salesperson or purchaser table holds the record of all the salespeople and purchasers within the CRONUS International database. Again, we're using CRONUS International, which is actually Microsoft's demonstration data used within the 436 course. And the purpose of this demonstration is to demonstrate some of the exercises and labs you'll perform as part of our course. In this one, we're going to connect the two tables together, so you'll be able to get additional information about the salesperson. And as you can see here, we're now at a stage where we've created the fields for this new table. And again, we're recording within the 9000 series, which is a customized area of ID numbers that we can use. We are limited by license as to how many tables and pages we can produce, and also we're limited by the ID range as well. So as we go through the list at the moment, we're now adjusting the table properties, setting the option string. So we have information about the GL account, item, or resource options within the option string. We now need to also set a table relation with a filter, and to do this we're going to use the Assist Edit button, and we're going to look at the properties of the Salesperson Code. We're going to use a lookup in the table and use the table list window to select the salesperson or purchaser from the table list. So in here first we select Salesperson Code, and then go to View and Properties, and within Properties we'll be able to define the Salesperson-Purchaser. So by going into a table relation, first of all we set a condition and point to the tables that we're going to link together. Now remember from your database design that databases can be linked as one-to-one or one-to-many, meaning that one item, one record in table 1 will actually link to multiple items in table 2. So in the example of, say, a DVD database where you have a sales table, a stock table, and a customer table, we use the sales table in the middle as a bridge to say that many customers may buy many items and the same item may be sold multiple times. This is a many-to-many relationship, and these cannot exist. You cannot directly link two tables together because the system doesn't know how to perform that association. So we use an interim bridging table in the middle and use one-to-many relationships either side. And that allows us then to sell many items and also allow a customer to purchase many items. Coming back to the demonstration, now we're going to go into our Object Designer. We're going to select the table that we've just created, the table transaction, go back into its design, okay, and we're going to adjust the properties for the number field. So from here, we can assign a table relationship linking this table to the other table that we've created. We'll create a table relation, but first of all we need to select the fields that we're going to connect together. So in here we're going to specify a type, a constant, and we're going to link to the GA account, well, GL account, our general ledger account. We're also going to set another constant connecting also the item list. Our third option is our resource list as well, which connects over to the resources table. If we haven't selected one of these three options, then we still want to allow the use of freeform text, so they can also enter in additional parameters. So there is a fourth option, standard text. And this equates to the if statement that you can see there. If the first one is selected, otherwise if the second one is selected, or if the third is selected, else use standard text. But it limits us now to those four options. So here we're opening the salesperson and purchaser table, and we're running the table in the front end. So as you can see, we have a series of salespeople, and we're going to just add in one extra one just for reference. So a new salesperson. We'll OK out of that, save the record. So we're now looking for the other table, which is in the 90,000 range. I'm looking this up manually. You'll notice that any tables we've created have the modified tick applied. Any system tables do not. We open this again in the front end. We run the table. We're selecting salesperson XX. They've sold an item, that particular item. And you notice very briefly it shows the item drop-down page. We can select from that drop-down page as well. What we're going to do is we're going to enter three entries in here. Salesperson XX is going to sell item 70,000. JR with the same, and XX will also sell one other item, which is 70,010. So we'll now have three transactions in our transactions table, and we'll be able to use this to track back and work out who sold which item. Just to prove that there is referential integrity here, we can adapt data in the salesperson table, and hopefully it will change automatically in the related tables. So if I were to change new salesperson's name, for example, rename them from XX to YY, as we've done here, then we'll get a message to say that it, first of all, just to confirm the change. But if we then go and open up the sales transaction table again in a moment, you'll see that all of the transactions made by salesperson XX are now updated to salesperson YY. It's the same person, we've simply updated the name. So here we're opening again the sales transaction, we're running the sales transaction, and you'll notice it's now listing YY. So we'll delete these now, set things back to normal, and create a new transaction. So this is for John Roberts. An item has been sold, and this is item 10,000, I believe. You'll notice that the number details are different because we're pulling data from a different table. This time from the resource table rather than the item table. This ends our demonstration 2.2.